Hey y'all, it's Dr. Tiana checking in. So it's about 6:30 in the morning and we are getting ready to head out for the second and final biopsy on my spine. And I didn't sleep great, so I've been up since about 4, but working through my nerves around just going back in and having somebody take a core of my body out, which just it's a lot for me to just sit with. So my mom's going with me, and husband is staying back to keep our routine as normal for baby. So that's where we are. The biopsy will be under nurse anesthesia, which is where you are conscious. They will, like the last time, they asked me questions, and at the end they asked me if I wanted to see the specimen and whatever, but you are under enough to not feel the pain of the procedure. And so because this is a spine bone biopsy, they have stated that I will need to rest for the rest of today. I can't drive for 24 hours, and I'll need to basically do minimal things for the next 2 days. So so it's a process, to go under this procedure again as well. So just staying focused on what we're supposed to be doing, what's ahead, and trying to stay anchored in the truth of what we do know, and just believing that all will be well. So I have to say though that this experience it is just overall just been grossly disappointing, to see the healthcare system be this difficult to navigate. As a highly educated person, I am exhausted even by having to research and do all the due diligence and calling multiple people and everybody being confused. Nobody, my husband and I were talking about this last night. It took them 2 days to make sure they were ordering the right test. I was calling and people were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get you scheduled for another MRI." What? Why am I doing an MRI? That was weeks ago, right? So it has just been infuriating to see the fragmentation within a health system, and to have the onus on the patient to navigate and to figure out a convoluted and unnecessarily complex system. And then when you go and you're paying for care, they treat you like you're an inconvenience. And so I have been quite perplexed living in Wisconsin and having this type of experience. When I went through treatment in Utah and Salt Lake City, I had top tier care. My provider, Huntsman, was premium, okay? Top tier. And I took it for granted, right? Because it ain't it. Sorry, it's getting dark because I'm walking back to the garage. So we are literally walking out the door now. So that's all that I have. I'm gonna not be a Debbie Downer for the rest of this process, and I'll try to take y'all along with me as we document the journey today. So that's all I got. We'll check in again soon. So because I'm still walking with quite a bit of a limp, I'm doing wheelchair service
as we navigate to the appropriate floor for my biopsy on this specific day. So check back in.
All right, y'all. We made it. We are at the hospital, the advanced care area, where I will be brought in. Not show people business. I can't really see it right now, but they're gonna take me back there and get me all situated and prepared, and then they kind of have like a cool little waiting area. There's my mom. Hey, say hi, mom. So people can kind of like sit around and wait for me. I have the procedure, and then there's like, they monitor me for like an hour, they said, afterwards. So Hubs and my mom will be able to hang out in there if they want to. But that's what's happening.
So the biopsy went well. They had me in this holding area with this really cool Space Jam blanket that was like a heated, supercharged blanket. But I was still ready to get going and get back home. So we were out of there pretty quick.
Hey y'all. We're back. So today has been a long yet short day. We had the second biopsy this morning, and I went under around 8:30, 8:45ish. And we ended up leaving. They did the procedure, and then I had to be monitored for about an hour, I think. And then I was discharged. So we left around maybe like 11:30. And Hubs and my mom and I grabbed some food because I hadn't eaten since 7 o'clock the day before. And so we ate. I came home and literally slept for hours. And so I got up around 5, and it is now 7:59. And I've been just kind of laying here, but I ended up, once I got up, I just did not quite feel well. I felt very nauseous and lightheaded, and so I tried to get up and go to the bathroom by myself. Not successful. I didn't make it, and I ended up throwing up in the tub. Now, on a regular day, it probably would be fine. We would figure it out and not so stressful, right? But as all of these things are happening, our house is actually on the market for sale. And we actually have an open house tomorrow. So our house is fully staged. It's like stripped down. And and a clogged tub just added more stress on top of my husband's long to-do list, right? So he came up, helped me, got me a ginger ale, so I'm back in bed. My mom came up and got Lovey, and she's feeding him because we're off schedule. And it's a Friday, so, it's all right. We eat dinner a little later, but I am struggling.